TheCuberCubes here, and today I'm going to tell you guys why you're not sub 20. So, let's get right into this. So guys, to start this video, I just want you guys to watch these two solves and tell me what you think the difference is. So, enjoy. So, you're probably asking yourself, what do these two solves that I just showed you have to do with getting or not being sub 20? Well, I'm going to tell you. As you can clearly see, one was sub 20 and one was about 13 seconds. There's a big time difference, almost 10 seconds. So, I'm going to be telling you guys the difference between these two solves, which are actually the reasons why if you're not sub 20, you're not. So, let's get into it. The most obvious one was fluidity. And as you can, so fluidity comes from a different part. So you first don't want to be turning a lot really fast, and you also want to be keeping at a moderately fast turning speed. The only time where you want to be spamming TPS, as a lot of people would say, is at your last layer stage when you're just trying to get the pairs, the cases solved as best as you can. Another way to improve fluidity is by doing some slower solves, and that would help. Another thing is not turning your fastest CPS. You can see I was just spamming and not doing much. Another thing that allowed me to have much better fluidity in these solves, which was actually looking ahead in inspection. A lot of people don't do this, but it actually helps. I was looking ahead in my first pair, which allowed me to, while I was doing that pair that I already memorized in my head, look for other pairs. And while I was doing that pair that I already memorized, it allowed me to do two pairs and then so along fluidly. This allows your solves to be a lot better, faster, and allows you to improve a lot. So, let's go into our second difference. So, in my opinion, the second clearest difference here was finger tricks. As you can see, that was an example of the finger tricks in that first solve, but that was actually a U-perm. So this is how I finger tricked it, and to how people who are not sub 20 finger trick it pretty much. So it's like that. But what I did when I get a U-perm, I go like this. That's a lot better, right? So what you first wanted to be doing for finger tricks, you wanted to be able to do M2s with 2 fingers, U2s with 2 fingers, D2s with 2 fingers, and B2s with 2 fingers, F2s with 2 fingers, and so on. You want to be doing pretty much every single move possible on a Rubik's Cube, except R and L moves with flicks, like that. You really want to be using these because these allow your TPS to go higher, allowing you to get better finger tricks. Another thing that allowed it, that's not so important to get to 20, is F12 finger tricks. You don't really want to be re-gripping much, so yeah. So let's go into our third difference. So the last difference, as you can see, is rotations. In your solves, first, during the last layer, the only time you should be rotating is that if you have an alg that rotates like this, for example, this one. But other than that, in the last layer, you don't want to be solving. For example, let's say if you got a U-perm like this, I did get on the solve. So instead of doing U2, Y2, and then doing the algorithm, you can do AUS by doing the algorithm from a different angle without the corresponding edges being solving it, and then doing a U2 back. This can also get a little bit more advanced if you want to go like this. So let's say you have this, you just do M and like that, so you don't have to rotate. So another thing is for rotations. During F2L, you want to be inserting most of your pairs into the back, and if you're looking for something in the top layer, instead of doing something like this, do U's and look like this. You can see pretty much everything from the back. For example, let's just scramble this key, but for example, if I'm doing my cross here, and I do my cross, and wait, that was a pretty bad cross anyways, but, so I do this, and now I insert this for an X cross, I should be able to, instead of rotating here to see this pair, and then rotate back to do it, you can see it from here, do a U, U2, and then execute it like that. Then I can see this pair, and then instead of rotating to this pair, I can see it from up here and execute it the most efficient way possible. Then doing the last layer and having a much more fluid solve. This overall allows your times to go a lot faster since rotations do stop you a lot from getting better in your solves. So let's get into our final difference. By far the least obvious difference I would find, and that is using your inspection time. As I said, while you're doing inspection, you should be looking at your full cross. For example, in the first solve, it looked something like this. He did the first 3 edges and looked at in cross, but then didn't look for this pair and had to look, and then did the last cross edge. But if I had looked ahead, I could have even looked in for this pair. So I would have seen this pair, which isn't that good. So I'd probably go for something else. I'd see these two, how they compare up. So I would go like this, D, and I'm already canceling into this. And while I'm doing that, I can just keep looking ahead here. And while I'm doing this, because I already memorized it, I can see this. And then I'm looking at this in the back here. And this is pretty complicated. I know these two are here. So what I would do probably is just rotate, do this, cancel into this, and then it was a much more fluid F2O, allowing you to constantly drop down. To be honest, your inspection is the beginning of your solve, and if it's going to be a snowball effect. So let's say if you don't look ahead in your inspection, you're going to be able to look ahead again and again and again. It's going to create a snowball effect, which is going to make you slower. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As more of a serious video, as you can see, I'm not as excited and stuff. This is my first video of 2019 that I want to make a tutorial so you guys can improve and you can reach your goals. So let's get on to our outro. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is more of a slow-paced video. This year I'm going to try to talk a little slower during and make my speech more clear. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you can reach your goal of being sub 20 if you're not sub 20 yet. If you use some other method like Ariel, sorry, look at another tutorial. Cool. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my videos. As always, keep your cubes out.